I am going to pick
This project has just been really rewarding, regardless of the logistics and everything that it's taken to get to the point that we're at today. But just knowing that at the end of this, there's going to be so much education that has taken place in terms of water and the water cycle for all the students and the important role that they play in the future of our region, but also having this pretty incredible public art installation at the end of this. It's a larger message than just an art project.
GLWA is this amorphous kind of organization, right? We were stood up almost 10 years ago, and we're a wholesaler, so nobody really knows who we are. We don't have that direct connection with the end user. So it's really important for us to find ways to make connections with the people of Southeast Michigan that we serve.
I was thinking back on this of how did we come up with this idea to move this forward, and I will tell you it is the credit goes to the team members of GLWA. I remember through some of my town halls, we were having some discussions where the team members were talking about how do we engage the community more. We're a service provider that nobody knows about, right? How do we tell them our story?
So when Naveed and I started talking about a mural, he was very excited about putting art on the side of the water resource recovery facility to really engage the team members here at Water Resource Recovery and to give them something that will put a smile on their face every day as they come into work.
This was a great opportunity to be able to say, hey, we have the space, we can kind of showcase this, and you have team members that are coming in every single day. This is a reminder of why we do it.
We're an anchor utility, and we work with the entire region. And so it was important for us to ensure that the artist that's actually physically painting this mural and that the students that are coming up with these designs are based here in Southeast Michigan in our service area.
Stephanie reached out to me, and I think she just gave me like the broad strokes of the project. I don't think I got a super detailed one until we met in person, but I knew that there was a component of it also involving teaching and working with students as well, which is like another big part of what I like to do in my practice. So it seems that it brought in a lot of different elements that are really important to my work.
Nick just has a really special way of being able to get down to the student's level. I think he's able to see himself as a student in those classrooms, and he can so easily translate the complicated issue of our water and wastewater system and break it down for the students.
Partnering with Great Lakes Water Authority has given our students that access to build something, create something that is in line with the water cycle and the life cycle of water in an urban setting. So it gives students the opportunity to not only see and study, but also feel and experience what they're creating.
I used to work at Detroit Public Schools. And one of my favorite things about working at Detroit Public Schools was the chance to interact with our really wonderful teachers and the kids.
It feels pretty great, actually. I didn't think this would ever happen. It's hard to imagine that stuff, really, and I'm really happy. I'm really proud. My inspiration was definitely just, water. I drew our state fish, and I drew our cryptid, Bessie. She lives in Lake Erie, and I drew a swimmer and a hand. So I'm really glad that someone acknowledged us and came to us, and I'm really glad that I won because, our school is doing something really important, really prideful. So I'm happy. I have a mural up. It's really amazing. This is gonna help me get into college too. It's something to tell future generations, I guess. I'm really excited.
The whole concept of a mural installation as a way for the community to engage with the water cycle and the work that we do at GLWA just clicked. And so I really hope that it becomes one step forward for us in terms of public education and outreach. But I also hope that these students are inspired to kind of look at how they can create their vision for our world.